Hello, boys and girls. How are we doing? Oh, it's really sunny in here. You're going to see the sunset over the course of the stream. So I've got the blinds open. I don't normally have the blinds open. Does it look weird with the blinds open? I'm in my new chair. Look. New chair, which I'm not using the pillow on because I don't know. Where are these pillows supposed to go? Because it's supposed to clip. It's got a clippy thing. And it's supposed to clip through those holes. And that puts it between my shoulder blades. I had this problem on my old chair as well. I just don't think I'm the right shape for gaming chairs. I don't want a pillow between my shoulder blades. I want it like there. There's no way to actually attach it to the chair and for it to be there. I guess I could kind of loop it around the top of the chair maybe. I'll just not use it. Seems easier just to not use it. It's a very, very comfortable chair. Look what I can do now. I can go all the way back here. In fact, hold on. Hold on. Oh! I'm just having a nap. I'm all right. I can't get back up. Oh. It's good, isn't it? Genuinely thought I was going to fall off it there. It's supposed to, I haven't got the box. The box is still in the living room. Anna's a big fan of mine. I think it holds up to 440 pounds of weight. So theoretically, my old chair did stuff like that, but I was always afraid I'd break it. But surely I can do everything that this is supposed to be able to do. I should be able to do on it without fear of breaking it because it's for big fat guys. I've got a big fat guy chair. I was demonstrating how to lean back on my chair. I went all the way back on the chair. Has he got the rock again? You little scumbag, Dave. He keeps mouthing the rock. As you can see, everybody, Anna is correctly labelled this evening. Where is she? That side, correctly labelled. Oh, Dave, you're a monster. How are we doing anyway? Welcome to the pre-stream stream. This is where the cool kids hang and discuss chairs. I'm not going to tell you any more about the chair now because I might be getting a discount code. I just looked at a text message I've got from Anna. Just STFU. That's what she just sent me immediately before coming in. Thanks, Anna. She's so cheery. Thank you, Steve FM2 for the sub. Also, Nix, it looks like you subbed just as we were going live. Thank you very much as well. Yeah, it's Anderseat is the name of the chair company. But I haven't got a code for them yet, so it's still officially a secret. I'm not supposed to be telling you about it yet. It'll be on my Instagram with a code soon, apparently. How are we all anyway? Is everybody good? Are we all having a lovely time? We might be doing a subathon on Saturday, I think. Test out the new chair properly. What do we think to a subathon on Saturday? Because Amy was supposed to be here this weekend and now she's not. So I'm thinking go live at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning and just see what happens. Does that sound fun? I mean, you've been asking me to do it for 8 months. I looked. The last subathon we did was on the 18th of July. And people have been asking me to do another one ever since. And I thought, no, I'm not going to do a subathon during lockdown when everybody's at home and everyone's got nothing to do. And they'll all be around to watch. I'm going to wait until the first weekend after everything opens up again so everyone's at the pub. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. There's no footy on. Is that right? What is it? What's going on this weekend? Is it an international break? Interesting. Better not get sacked in the Bourne save because I'm enjoying watching the series. There's that, and then there's also the fact shirts are going on sale next week. I can't get sacked. It's going to cost me money if the series ends before I can get the shirts on sale. So yeah, I don't want to get sacked in the Bourne save, that's for sure. Am I okay after the tram cookie incident yesterday? I'm fine. I've got my neck's a little bit sore. Can you get whiplash from falling over on a tram? I think I might have it. Oh God. Do I dare do a subathon up against a royal funeral? Is that really disrespectful? Do I have to do a minute's silence if I do that? Can I get away with that? Or am I just going to look like an opportunistic turd? I hadn't even thought about that. The thought hadn't crossed my mind. Yes, no one's watching it. I'd rather watch you. Yeah, we might do a subathon then. I don't think it's disrespectful. Good. If anyone asks, I'm streaming to all the people outside of the UK who don't care. Not the people in the UK who don't care. What? Shut up, Kev. That was disrespectful, but we won't do that on Saturday. We'll be more respectful. Shall we play some Football Manager? I think we should, because we've got a new WONDERKID. I say a new WONDERKID, our first WONDERKID of the entire... Do you like the music, by the way? I put a different album on tonight. I think you'd better not stream at all on Saturday. Yeah, that means I'm definitely going to stream. Evening, nice chair and a subathon. Heard you get the subscriber record at like 200. Yeah.
Like 280k with that.
Yeah, we're not going to do a 4-week subathon or anything like that. I'll cap it out at midnight like I did last time. I've been trying to figure out the maths because I was looking through the last one. Because the last one we went all the way through till midnight, but we knew by like 5 p.m. we were going all the way through till midnight. And that time we did... Thank you for the sub, by the way, Mike. And also, Jay, Remia, thank you very much for the bits. I think we did 5 minutes a sub last time, and we'd maxed out the clock by tea time. So I'm thinking we maybe do 3 minutes. We do 3 minutes a sub this time. That still has the opportunity to get us to midnight. It's not ridiculous. It's not like adding a minute per sub. But there's always the, you know, we're still gonna be there at 10:30 in the evening thinking, are we gonna go until midnight? It's no fun if it all wraps up by tea time and we're just running down the clock. That's my thinking. Right, anyway, this WONDERKID that I keep talking about, we had a transfer window on Monday night. Remember nerf donations last time? Yeah, I've looked at that. I am going to nerf them. They'll be valued exactly the same as subs. The Bloody Night. Thank you very much for the sub. So we did our transfer window on Monday. I was miserable for the first hour and a half of it. It wasn't going very well at all. And then all of a sudden, WONDERKIDs, or not necessarily WONDERKIDs, but very talented players started to emerge. So we didn't really sell anybody at all. But we did manage to bring in some pretty decent signings. The most notable, the Manship, our new English under-20 international winger who can play on both sides. Johan Costas, a new left-back who's in from Paris Saint-Germain. We've got this guy, Matthias Jindra. He was wanted by Manchester City and Liverpool, but we paid him a load of money and he came to us instead. Bobby Delart was wanted by Ajax, but we threw money at him and he came to us instead. And then this guy, Sergiu Tabakaru, there was offers in from Atletico Madrid and AC Milan, and we just doubled the salary he asked for, and he's come to us and said he's already the star player at the club. He's a genuine WONDERKID at 19 years old. Look at the state of him. Watch him do his cruciate ligaments in this first match. And then we filled it up with a couple of other players as well. But we have a very exciting looking team now. Tabakaru is already considered the best player at the club. The media still think we're going to get relegated. They're expecting a 19th place finish. We'll be happy with 17th. 17th will be a delight, but you never know how good this guy's going to be up front. So this is our new look side. Is the Manship? Yeah, the Manship's a right footer on the left-hand side. So debuts for Tabakaru, the Manship, Delart, and Jindra. A few debuts in there. A few familiar faces. The one downer from the transfer window was Prieto. Won't sign a new contract. Our other WONDERKID, the one that actually came through our youth system. Keslad. Keslad or Keslad? Either way, thank you very much. I don't know what... I mean, I don't know what the comment you attached to it means. I'm not going to read it out. I feel like it might be rude. But yeah, which is the team? Should we see if they're any good? Who are we playing? Norwich. It's not even match day. I thought it was match day. He's quite good. He is quite good. Should we see if he's actually good? I'm terrified he's gonna do his cruciate ligaments in that very first match, because that's how Football Manager works. Hang about. Who's this? Apparently we're signing someone else. Past Kev must have had a plan. Let's bring him in. I don't know why we didn't do that before the end of the stream the other night. We could have had him in. So we've got another midfielder in as well. Good work, Past Kev. Sneaking him under the finish line. Get him registered as well. Get him on an intensive language course. I think we still have money. We do still have money. Not a lot of money now. But there is still a little bit of money knocking about the place. We're practically done. The thing is, we've not sold anybody all summer, so we brought all these players in. But they're not really... He's obviously not fit to play yet. Where is he? Let's just see if he appears on the bench if I do that. What was his name, the new guy? Oh, he's injured anyway. That's why he's not going to come into the team. Fair enough. Have I got new lights? No, I've got the blinds open. So if I should, as the sun goes down, the backdrop will start to look more familiar. But I usually try to just light my face and leave the backdrop as dark as possible, which is hard to do in a wardrobe. It used to be much easier to do back in the garage, when I could literally just light my face and have the back in darkness. I like blurry darkness behind me, and I think that looks really cool. Blurry darkness with little bits of light popping out of it. But I can't really do it in here because the room's too small. But I keep it as dark as possible, but with the blinds open. No hope. It's too hot in here at the moment. Do I think Peterborough will win the league this season? I don't really care if we win the league as long as we get promoted. I think we're capable of winning the league. I think either us or Hull. I think Sunderland have blown it now after the weekend. So I think it's going to be either us or Hull. I still think we'll go. I think there's a good chance we'll finish first, Sunderland second, and Hull will bottle it because Grant McCann. Are we going to score a goal here? I'd like to score a goal. Keep an eye on all eyes on the new boy. Well, there's one of the new boys, the Manships, off the mark already. Roeki, thank you very much for the sub. Will we get any clues about everything changing, as I keep saying on Twitter? No. Mainly because I can't give you clues yet. I am unable to because of reasons. But everything is changing on the 1st of May. Sunderland lost to Wigan last night. How did I not know that? I didn't realise they were playing. So they're done. Sunderland are done. Posh her up, boys and girls. Why is he called the Manship? Because his name's Manship. And I just immediately started calling him the Manship. Because sometimes you just got to have a... Here he is, look. Here he is. Tabakaru. We'll learn his name. We've already got players getting injured, which is not ideal. I don't know how good Norwich are. I don't know if this is... I mean, any win would be a good win in the Premier League, I guess. But Norwich could have finished 17th last year, for all I know. Sneak peek. Kev is going to stop making FM content and focus purely on beauty content. I mean, it's not as far away from the truth as you probably think. I'm not going to stop anything, though. Tabakaru is off the mark. But I am going to start beauty content. Hydrate. I'm a Celtic fan, so I've not been happy this season. Should have signed Ivan Toney when you had the chance. Bitcoin has done a madness today, has it? A good madness or I'm not down with the kids. I don't know if doing a madness is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm now loading up BlockFi to see what's gone on. Well, it's dropped a bit from what I can tell. Not a lot. Down like 2%. Am I missing something? What's the madness that it's supposedly done? 2% swing in a day is nothing for Bitcoin. Ethereum's up slightly, so that's why we have Ethereum in there as a hedge, boys and girls. Reached $64,000. What? And then tumbled back down again, presumably. Because over the rolling 24-hour period, it's down. So it shot up and then flew back down again. Is that what we're saying? Fair enough. Tabakari's just scored again. Twice on his debut now. XRP went up massively over the weekend. I think it went up like... I think in the last week, XRP's up like 250%. Sheepdog's in XRP, so he's having a lovely old time. I mean, we need to get some predictions in how long before these streams and all my content just becomes discussing investing. Can I rename him Tabby Cat? You cannot. He's too special to have a nickname. He's in again. Is it a debut hat trick? Of course it is. Oh! Oh! We've got a player, kids. We have got a player. Oh, my word. What have we done here? We've broken Football Manager. This is the kind of player we need to stumble across with Home. Although we wouldn't be able to sign him for Home because he was 19. Oh, imagine how devastated it would be if we found him just after his 19th birthday in the Home save. Can't do anything about it. Hideous. Right, he's been injured for most of the game, so we should probably take him off. Why do we not have a central midfielder on the bench? This seems sloppy on the part of whoever picked this bench. Let's get the new boy Costa on as well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That daylight thing looks amazing. Yeah, don't get used to it. So, you're telling me the Manship and Tabakaru, they're all right. We wouldn't be able to pay his wages with Home. We would if we hit the Premier League. Well, actually, we probably wouldn't. I don't know. I guess not in the first season. You should create a LOLLUJO crypto YouTube channel. One day. As I get old and people don't want to see me playing video games anymore, I'll slowly transition into it. That'll send my life on full circle. Because my first job out of school, I worked in a building society and then very quickly did my FPCs, my CMAP qualifications. I was a financial advisor by the time I was 19. So if I end up looping around in my mid-40s to making finance content, I just look, what did I waste the intervening 20 years on? Why didn't I just stick at it? I'll always want to watch you play video games. Thank you very much. I'll always want to play video games. Probably. Certainly Football Manager. Clark Harris. Clark Harris has been good this season, hasn't he? Much better than he was first time we had him at Posh. Yeah, I'm trying something a little bit different with the playlist tonight. I sat there last night while I was playing the in-betweeny bits on the home save and the Bourne save. And I was watching Harris Heller's first stream on YouTube because he's moved. He's like, if you don't know who Harris Heller is, he's basically he refers to himself as the stream doctor. Anyone who does anything on Twitch basically does what Harris Heller tells them to. So he's just left Twitch, sorry, and did his first YouTube stream last night. So I thought I'd go on there and try and figure out what his reasoning for it was. I still don't really understand. I'm not looking to make the move myself anytime soon because it'll rule me out of the stream of Showdown. But I've flirted over the years with going back and forth between YouTube and Twitch anyway. So the idea was interesting to me. But he's the guy behind the Stream Beats playlists, and he had the instrumental rock on as his backdrop last night. I thought, this is really cool. I never really looked beyond the lo-fi, so I'll give this a try. Is the music too loud? Mike's saying it's too loud. Has Mike just got old man ears, or is the music a little bit too loud? YouTube haven't paid him apparently, and I have no reason to doubt him. Yeah, YouTube haven't paid him. He's just decided it was the right move. Kyle, thank you very much for the sub. Which, I mean, it was a little bit, I understand what's going on here. When I was watching it, it's like, oh, it's vindicated because I've got twice as many viewers here for my first stream. Yeah, if I went and streamed, if I stopped this stream now and went and streamed on YouTube instead, I'd have 3 times the amount of viewers, but they wouldn't all be there week in, week out. They'd just be there as a novelty to check him out. Like, I'm not going to watch. I've watched maybe one of his streams before. So I don't think you can read too much into the fact that a lot of people were there last night, but I think it was interesting. I can't hear the music. Get some headphones on. My word. Old man ears, and that's coming from an old man. Yeah, but I can independently adjust the music. I've probably got it at quite a volume in my headphones to what you like listening to it, because I can independently adjust the headphone volume and the music mix balance within the stream output. So I can see on the sliders that I've got it a couple of notches higher for you lot than it is for me. Did Andy have a good day yesterday? He did. Did Andy cope with not seeing the baby yesterday? He did. He did ask, but he wasn't desperately upset. He was all right. Have I got my second Jag yet? I mean, I don't even know what you mean. Are you talking about Jaguars, as in the car? I don't have my first Jag. I have no interest. I would never buy a fancy car. It's a waste of money. You don't become the richest man in the Football Manager community by wasting your money on Jaguars. These people who waste their money on cars and houses. Oh, vaccine. No, I've not got that yet. He's on about the jab. Jag is a Scottish word for injection. Really? I'm not Scottish. No, it's a 12-week gap, isn't it, between the two of them? And I am nowhere near 12 weeks after my first one yet. We don't do Jaguars. I don't even know what that means. Right. Should he be playing in central midfield? Well, I guess he can. We signed him to play left back. It looks like he can cover just about anywhere, which is going to be pretty handy, actually. He's a pretty useful box-to-box midfielder. Beautiful stuff. We'll just stick with that then. Can get offered it early if your doctor has cancellations. Well, they wouldn't offer my second one early, because the whole point is you have to wait 12 weeks, don't you? So there'd be no benefit in having my first one then having the second one a couple of weeks later, because otherwise, if you could have them close together, they'd just give you a double dose when you had the first one. The whole point is you have to have the gap between the two. In fact, I can tell you when I had mine. Because I've got my little card in here somewhere. Maybe. I hope you don't have to. I hope you don't have to keep that, because it appears I've lost it. Oh no, there it is. So I had my first dose on the 24th of February. So what's that? About 6 weeks ago. So I'm about halfway between having the first dose and the second dose. Wasn't it originally 3 weeks, but they changed it? I don't know. No idea. I haven't followed it that closely, to be honest. Am I going to be in the stream of Showdown? Has anything been announced yet? You know the rules. I'm not going to tell you one way or the other until it's been announced. That's how it works. The only time I can confirm is when I'm in there as reigning champion. And because Clates cheated last time, I accidentally didn't win. So I'm not the reigning champion. So I can neither confirm nor deny. There you go. It's going to be normal business is going to resume now. Hello from Malaysia. Hello to Malaysia. Clates winning's better than Ben winning. Anything's better than Ben winning. Did you see on Twitter earlier, Clates putting his 2 chairs on there? Ah, what a rascal. What a rascal. Clatesy 2 chairs. I'll start winning the thing again when they stop punishing the winner with chairs. I don't want to get lumbered with one of those. So on Zealand's video about long throws, Fox replied with LOLLUJO's never going to win the Showdown again. And that, boys and girls, is why Foxy will never win the Showdown. Because he's never paid any attention to how I've been winning. And just buys into Ben's narrative that it's all the long throws. Lee. I won it twice when you finished bottom both times before anyone was doing long throws in the original and the first 2 way back when. Explain that, you rascal. Did you hear that Ben admitted that it was him that got SI to nerf long throws? I mean, it was... We discussed it as a group a lot it was Ben's the one who had the conversation with SI, but it wasn't done behind anybody's back. We all knew, we all agreed that it needed to be done. That was a topic of discussion quite a lot. We had that discussion that it needed doing because they were overpowered. Thought you were a fan of chairs. I like this chair, but I don't want a silly little chair with no legs on the bottom of it. Do I know Mr. Diz? I know of Mr. Diz. Never spoken to him, I don't think. Actually, I probably have in a post-Showdown meeting thing. But never spoken to him individually. Who went up with me this year? Sunderland and... I want to say... I don't remember. We just got an equaliser. Hooray! New chair. There's no new chair. This is a secret new chair. You'll find out about the new chair soon. I'm glad the playlist is going down, but there's two versions of this as well. This is the instrumental version, but there's one with vocals on as well. But I thought vocals would be a little bit distracting whilst I'm nattering to you over the top of it. So we decided against using the one with vocals. What team am I? I am the glorious Sheffield United. The long throws in season 2 did change the dynamics of the showdown as everyone was trying them. And I wasn't even in that one, was I? Wasn't that the one I wasn't in? Fulham came up with me. Fulham sounds about right. There's too many league tables that I'm trying to keep in my head with too many similar teams in. Because, like, in the home save, Fulham are very much in the mix at the top of the table. In real life, Sunderland are in the mix with Posh. And it's hard to keep track of which table's what. So, this was last season. We went up as champions. Sunderland second. Fulham won the playoffs. Wolves had been top of the league for ages and absolutely bottled it. Silly old Wolves. Yeah, so it was us three came up. And we're second in the Premier League. We are great. What a team. What a man. What a maneuver. FNG needs to come back from the next stream and Showdown to prove he's not a coward. Agreed. He's probably waiting to hear if I'm in it or not before he decides to come back. Bum, 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 bum. All right. How many home episodes have I filmed ahead? A few, 2 or 3. Not sure exactly how many. I can't. What one have you seen today? I don't know why I'm still scouting players. We've got no money left. What we should probably be doing is getting rid of some of the players who are now never going to get anywhere near the team. Like Angulo, for example. I just don't see him ever getting in this team again based on the new players we brought in. So if he's worth anywhere near that, we should be cashing in on him. Let's try and cash in on him. Tall, short Matt is another one who needs to get out of here. He played quite a few games last year, didn't he? But we have brought in a number of new central midfielders, so I think he can probably go as well. Billy Doherty, again, never going to get in the team anymore. Hal Chow just hasn't got a work permit still, so he may as well leave. I think that'll do for now. Wowzers. That's a lot of money. How much did we pay for him? We're actually going to make a profit on Tall Short Matt. Sensational stuff. Right, I better transfer list him now to make sure he goes. We're being a bit undercut on these. Not really interested in selling him for that kind of price. Likewise, not going to be undercut by anybody. Whereas he just needs to go because he's not got a work permit. He wants to go to River Plate. Well, tell him to offer a proper amount of money for you then. Silly goose. Today's home was against Fulham and West Ham. Okay. No one wants Angulo. As you would expect, because his value is like £15 million. So who's going to want to pay that for him? We'll just keep an eye out for any offers that might come in. I don't think I'm going to transfer list him. I think we can keep them hovering around. Bailey Gifford's sticking the boot into tall, short Matt. Hope these Matt Short rumours are true. Can't wait to see the back of him. All right, Bailey. What's he done to you? Oh, it's a bit harsh. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. Who are we playing next? Leicester. Beautiful. Bailey is a savage. Agreed. Did I get down to Peterborough games pre-pandemic? I was a posh season ticket holder for 25 years. I haven't been going in the last, I haven't been going regularly for the last 3 or 4 years. I got a half season ticket the year before last. So the last time we had a second half of the season, I picked up a half season ticket. There's no point in me getting season tickets anymore though, because between sort of September and December, I'm away every weekend in a normal year with all the events and stuff that I go to. You have Insomnia, you have London Comic Con, Birmingham Comic Con, EGX, other stuff, the Football Manager capture event. There's so much stuff that comes up on those Saturdays that I end up missing 7 or 8 games. So I don't, ever since I've been doing this, I've not been getting a season ticket. But the most recent season where it was an option, I got one for the second half of the season because I didn't really have much booked. But yeah, I go as often as I can. But these days, I'm a busy boy and work has to come first. As you've seen this season with me streaming so many times when Posh have been playing. Just got to get the hours in. Got to make those pennies so I can afford football tickets and boxes of stickers. And yes, that's my second box of stickers. We can open some stickers in a bit. You want to see me open some stickers? That way they become a business expense. As long as the taxman isn't watching. They were bought for this purpose. Honest. Come on, sing along. We've got so many left backs. We don't really need this guy. But how old is he? 23. I don't just want to loan him out. And now we've got an injury. Boom. Is it normal for a youth academy player to play one season at a club and become a legend straight away? Not really. Nix, you're a negative Nelly. I'll be at events later this year. Guarantee. I will be at EGX and Comic Con later this year. I'm convinced of it. There's no reason we wouldn't be now. Most of the countries had at least a little nibble of vaccine. It's all good. Card openings are huge on Twitch. I haven't got the Dave cam plugged in at the moment there, so I haven't actually got a way to show you me opening them. So it would just be me holding them up to the camera like that and going, oh, look what I've got. Have I ever finished a sticker book? No, I've come close a few times. I'm going to finish this one. I think, hold on, where's the app? I only needed over 97. And once you get down to the final 50, you can order them, which I'll do. So effectively, I need another 47. I've got 40 or 50 packs in that box still to open. So we're going to get there. I am convinced, mainly because I want to do a video showing a completed book as well. Any hints as to this Twitter countdown? Nope. Just know that on the 1st of May, everything changes. It's going to be such an anticlimax when you see what actually happens, because you'll be like, so? And then it'll take a few days for you to realise, oh, so that's the impact of this thing. Because it's like, on first glance, it'll be, you know, why do we care? And then a few days later, you'll be like, ah, now I see why we care. Isn't ordering single stickers cheating? If Panini give you it as an option, then it's completely allowed. Dexterous Wombat, thank you very much for the sub. Guys gonna join take that. I'd be up for that. I work for a company that does large events. We just released our plans for this fall at nearly a full calendar in US, UK and Australia, with the rest of Europe being more staggered. Yeah, that makes sense. Anywhere that's doing well on the vaccine rollout. I mean, without getting all... Well, I know you love to have a little political row about all this, but it's not really about politics. If it becomes a thing that people don't die from because of the vaccine, then everything goes back to normal like that. And that's... We've got to hope for the best, plan for the worst. So I'm fully prepared to have another year sat at home, bored out of my mind. But I'm hoping that by the summer we can go to Disneyland. That might be a bit hopeful because it's in France. But at the very least, go to some theme parks in the UK, have a holiday in the UK, get to loads of conventions later in the year, get to Disneyland early next year maybe. You got to hope for that stuff. In an unrelated question, has the experience in your new car changed my opinion on cars? No. I don't really know what you mean by the experience. It's just a car. It's nice that it doesn't break down. That's been nice. Having a car that doesn't break down is lovely. And having some of the gadgets in there is quite handy. The gadgets have just convinced me even more than I thought previously that my next car is going to be a Tesla. So I've got this one on a 4-year lease. At the end of my 4 years, that'll be 2024. So we'll be getting closer and closer to Electric Day in the UK or whatever they're calling it. From 2030, they're not allowed to sell new petrol or diesel cars in the UK. So we'll be getting to the point where either my next car or the one after's got to be electric anyway. So I just think probably after this one, I'll go for a Tesla. That's a lovely goal from Prieto. Got my first vaccine shot on Monday. One of the few things Florida has done right. Lovely stuff. I want to go to Thorpe Park or Alton Towers. Yeah, I want to do all that as well. I don't even like rides. What maybe you'd love this new car so much you'd see why we like cars. Absolutely do not love it. It's nice having one that doesn't break down. I don't... But that'd be like saying I love my PC. Or I love my phone. Or I love my trousers. They're just all functional things. I don't love any of it. I'm pushing my Disneyland Paris holiday back 12 months as I don't think France will be ready by the end of August. Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. Pierce, thank you for the sub. We spent all last year booking and cancelling Disney holidays. We were originally going to go in May, and we cancelled it like 2 weeks before. We're winning 2-0, by the way. And then we rebooked it for August when things started to open back up again. And that ended up getting cancelled 3 days before when the borders closed again. And I don't think we'll book much in advance this time, but like there was a pocket of time last year from sort of late June through to very early August where we could have gone. And we've already said this year we're not going to make the mistake of booking early and waiting. If those borders open and the park is open and we're allowed to go, then we'll just book it for next week and we'll just go and get it done. Have I been to Paulton's theme park? I have. Paulton's, is that the one in the New Forest with Peppa Pig World in it? We went there quite a lot when the girls were younger. Have I done Disney before? Yeah, we've been to Disney a couple of times in France. It's awesome. Apparently scientists think we could achieve the singularity by 2042. Would you take them up on it? Yeah. Absolutely. Why not? Boom. Tabakaru. What if Tesla gets cyber ransom and no one can drive their cars? What if the wheels fall off the car I've got now? It's about as likely to happen. Do you think Man City will get knocked out tonight? I genuinely don't even know who they're playing. I have so little interest. I assume they're playing in the Champions League. That would be my guess. I had to guess on the competition they're in. But who they're playing and how likely they are to stay in it, I do not know. Yeah, I think if something like that happened to Tesla, I'd have bigger worries than not being able to drive my car. For example, the index tracker that most of my money is in has got quite a large Tesla exposure, I think. It's one of the bigger companies on it. I'm having a look now. Can't actually see quickly. Yeah, 2%, just under 2% of my pennies are in Tesla. Nearly 7% in Apple. Kev just missed a wonder goal. I was looking at money. Money's more important than football. That was a good goal, though. Oof. Oof. We're 4-0 up. 4-0 up. We've already made our substitutions. Okay. I haven't updated the name of the game player list. I was out all day yesterday. I am a monster. I will do it at some point. I tell you what, if we do the subathon on Saturday, we'll just sit and do it on stream at the start of the stream. Because if we're going to be on for all day, we'll just do it. Spend a little bit of time doing it then. I don't think we're going to win the Premier League, but I think we are going to batter some of the mid-table sides. It's the usual first season in the Premier League bounce that you get because nobody takes you seriously, so everyone's playing their reserves against you. It's one of those weird quirks of Football Manager. The second season in the Premier League, it's always harder than the first. I'm getting a haircut on Saturday. Exciting times. Might cut my hair tomorrow. Actually, I won't cut my hair tomorrow because hopefully all goes to plan. Tomorrow is the day I get my fibre to the home internet. Ooh, talk about everything changing. Everything changes for the first time tomorrow. So I could have the sexiest internet in the universe. I'm not expecting it to work. I don't think they're going to be able to get the cable under the road because that was the problem last time when they tried. And they haven't dug up the road unless they did it yesterday while we were out. I think I'd have noticed. Fibre to the home from whom? From British Telecom. Can I help a brother out? Does my brother need help? Doing a Wrexham save and can't find any WONDERKIDs. I mean, that's because you're managing Wrexham. I mean, to be really blunt about it, you're managing Wrexham. You ain't getting any WONDERKIDs. We just signed our first... This is the 10th season of this save, and we're Sheffield United. And we just signed a WONDERKID for the first time. So, yeah. Be very patient. My brother's been related to me his whole life. He probably needs quite a lot of help by now. Yeah. 35 years of wishing he was me. It must have ruined him. We might not win this game. This is very troubling. Let's not watch any more replays. Let's just wrap things up. So, in summary, we're quite weak at the back, it seems. That's what we've learnt there. Could be better defensively. Let's go and put 11 goals past Port Vale. Then we'll be fine. Can't find any players of decent quality given the league that I'm in. Just scouts. That's all you need. Just get your scouts doing some scouting and they'll find you them eventually. Stay away from that dirty old player search screen if that's what you're using. All you need is scouts and patience. And director of football suggestions, as someone's just said. That's all you need. You might want to consider playing a 4-3-3. That's a holding midfielder in there. Don't be a pervert. We don't want defensive pervertedness. I need to get an actual buzzer so I don't have to make that noise all the time whenever anyone suggests being defensive. If you suggest I be defensive, I'm going to get defensive. They're the new rules. Used to love a good DM. If I have a Vermonti, then I'll use it, but I don't have a Vermonti here. There's the guy on every one of his showdowns using a 4-3-3. Oh, we've got another one who's not been paying attention. Have you been hanging out with Foxy? Go back and recheck the history books, you silly goose. Two of them have been won with a 4-2-3-1. Oh, he's made a fool of you. Oh, look, this is what Kev does when he makes a fool of people. Whoa! Whoa! Kev's doing his I win again dance. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun. What about the other three? He said, and I quote, says the guy who won every one of his showdowns using a 4-3-3 DM. Doesn't matter if 3 of the 5 we won with a 4-3-3. Why is my watch vibrating? Just got a notification about the Posh Cobblers game already. That seems a little bit early. But am I supposed to go and sit in front of the telly preparing for kickoff? How do you stop Bayern from winning the Bundesliga? I've been at Dortmund for 12 years and can't stop them. I mean, the main way is to stop selling them all your players, because that's usually Bayern's tactic, isn't it? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Was that Liam Delap? Where was he? Where is he? There he is. It's only Liam Delap, boys and girls. Not quite the player we had at Arsenal in Non-League to Legend. How's the weight loss going? It's slow. Need to get back in the gym, which means Andy needs to get into school, and then it'll be fast again. When he scored 20+ goals in the Bundesliga, I'd score 20+ goals in that Tin Pot League. can sign teenagers from Birmingham and have them look good. Come on now. Man City reserves can go there and look good. Tin Pot League. Talk to me when they're at a proper level. 3, 2, 1. Oh. It's more of a delay than I thought. Boom, 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 boom. Gunny 2K15. Thank you for the sub. Look, all I know is there's been plenty of times over the years where Posh have signed midfielders off of Birmingham. Does that mean we're the same as the Bundesliga? You don't see Tabakaru in the Bundesliga, do you? Exactly. What's the difference between a professional contract and a youth contract? Money, usually. Money's the main one. This is hideous, by the way. You won everything in the German league last year and nominee to legend. Yeah, I always win the smaller leagues on the way to the Premier League. Right, we've got to go attack him. This is not acceptable. They're just putting everybody behind the ball. And we're actually struggling to break them down. Which suggests we can't be bothered. I'm not enjoying the fact that we apparently don't care. Can I play some GeoGuessr on the Subathon? Probably. Bum, 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 bum. The manship! Own goal, my eye. That was going in. How is that an own goal? Own goal, indeed. So if the goalkeeper pushes it up into the roof of the net as it's coming through, is that an own goal? Ridiculous. I need to take that up with FIFA. I'm going to go to the International Court of Arbitration and have that awarded rightfully to the manship. Come on! Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I'll check out the Battle Royale on GeoGuessr next time we play it. My worry with GeoGuessr at the moment is last time I played it, I ended up sick for 2 weeks. So it could have been the hair dye, it could have been a stomach flu, it could have been a severe allergy to GeoGuessr. So I am a little bit afraid. Stress of finding the right location got to me, I know. Oh, we're in here. Oh. I don't like not having the pillow attached, but the chair is much more comfortable without it. I went for a spell like this with my previous chair, where for about 6 months I didn't use any of the cushions. I think what it is because the chair is new, everything's still the right shape. I haven't crushed it with my buttocks yet. But a time will come where I've got my my buttock groove in the chair and everything's started to collapse in on itself, where I need to put the cushions in to continue to support me. So I'll keep the cushions fresh somewhere. UEFA are planning removing the away goal rule. I didn't see that. That's interesting. As Arnold Billat says, Bilate. Yeah, that'll do. Quality tweet there. Bet he's verified. Aiden, thank you very much. With your luck, we can beat anybody. How Chow was off to Powok. He never really worked out, did he? Larius, what would be the point of bringing Larius back? I guess to sell him. Let's do that. Now we've signed 2 more left backs. I think we're just going to transfer list him and try and sell him. Can we squeeze a little bit more out of them, do we think? That'll do. Oh, hello, Birmingham. I think we're back. Are we back? Are we back? Hey! Once again, as part of panicking because OBS crashed, I'm now changing skin, apparently. I don't really know what that means. That was weird. My computer temporarily disconnected from Wi-Fi for like 3 seconds. But as part of that, OBS completely crashed as well. The new internet can't come soon enough. That happens too often. Contract reminder part 2. What is what contract reminder? Contract for what? What are we talking about? Who needs a contract? What? What's happening? How long did it take Anna to construct the chair? We did it together. It took us about 20 minutes together. There were so many parts. We did it last night after we got back from Nottingham. I wish they were digging up the road for the fibre. If they turn up out there now and start drilling at that road, I will happily end the stream now, just so that I can stream in confidence that that's never going to happen again. My youth star. Oh, Prieto. Okay. We can try Prieto again. Is there a particular reason why we think today's the day to offer him a contract? Nah. He'll be all right. Once we get to like October, November time, and we're 4th in the league, maybe. Bum, 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 bum. How's the new WONDERKID striker doing? Considering he's 19 and doesn't speak the language yet, 4 goals from 3 appearances so far. That'll do. In fact, he already speaks good English. He's just good at everything, isn't he? He's struggling to connect with Alejandro Angulo. Right, well, he can leave then. I mean, that's a simple solve. If you don't get on with the new king around here, you're out of here. Simple. Posture check and hydrate. There you go. That's decent money for Angulo. How much did Bristol City offer him? Even, oh, blimey, they're offering loads. Are they all right? Sorry, Ruben. Bristol City have lost their damn minds. Mid-table in the championship. What are they on? I feel like we could probably sell him as well. So we've got Valenzuela, we've got Costa, we've got Roundtree. Get out of here. Let's generate some money for January. Well, that is an insane piece of transfer business we've just done there. That deal has come from nowhere on deadline day. Fantastic. Now Sa can go as well. Oh, hello, he's going there. Forget those other two. We'll have the one that's got the money. Thanks very much. So, can we cancel these? Ah, can we not cancel them? Cancel? Why are you not? Ah! He's going to go to one of the others, isn't he? Grr. Come on, can we cancel? I don't want you to go to one of the others, but we've not got time to resell him. We're just going to have to accept whichever one he chooses now. Oh, good work, board. Board of Legends. They've stepped in and cancelled the two that we didn't want anyway. What a supportive board we have here. They're excellent. Question is he actually going to go? Hey, suddenly we're selling everybody on deadline day. This is like the opposite of that first deadline day we had 2 years ago. When I think we signed 9 players on deadline day in January. Well, now we've just decided to clear the squad out on deadline day. We've sold in the last 3 or 4 days 5 first team squad players for what, £30 million, which means in January we're going to have a nice little pile of cash to spend, which is probably going to end up bigger than that as well, because after 6 months of Premier League TV money and attendance money, we're probably going to continue to accumulate cash as well. So we might even have 30 or 40 million to spend in January. If we're mid-table when that happens, we're going to the Champions League, boys and girls. That's what we're looking for now. I mean, look how much money we've got sat in the bank. With the projection that it's going to keep going higher. When have you ever seen me at a club with a positive projection? We could be the richest club in the world if we carry on like this. Prieto, get back in here. You can have 300,000 a week if you want, as long as you sign a 5-year deal. We're 19th on player wage expenditure. We're basically the home of the Premier League now. And it's not as if I've been financially reserved here. I've spent about 200 million. In fact, we can find out exactly how much I've spent, because I don't think I spent any money at either of the other 2 clubs. So, during my time at Sheffield United, I have spent £194 million. And we've only played 3 Premier League games. 2 right, we got promoted spending that kind of money. Tabakaru has won the Young Player of the Month award. Beautiful. And he's dedicated the award to me. Thank you very much. You know what side your bread's buttered. Can I do a Man United career mode again? Realistically, probably not, until they drop their court case against Football Manager. Because I don't want to risk getting sued. Boom, boom, boom. Right. So, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Dun, 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 dun. Ding, 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 ding. That all looks correct. Good work, boys. What Man United getting out of it? The way I understand it, I don't think United are getting anything out of it. I don't think it's their idea. I think it's just I think it's probably part of the contractual negotiation they had with Konami. Because aren't they one of the licensed teams in PES? So I think as part of that license agreement, they were probably told they had to, at the very least, show that they're trying to give them exclusive rights. I don't really understand the legalities of it, but yeah, that's why we have Zebra as well. Exactly. So that would be my guess. Because I know EA traditionally aren't that bothered about FM. They don't see FM as a competitor. Whereas I think Konami see them very much as a competitor. I don't get it. You can just edit the real names back in. Yeah, but that's you doing that as a user, isn't it? That's not a company selling. I mean, looking at it on a smaller scale, if Dr. Ben decided to start selling home shirts, I'd be a little bit miffed. And I'd be, can you stop selling home shirts, Ben? That's my thing. And it's just that, isn't it? Because you as the user could buy a Thames shirt and cross the name out and write home on it. And that's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. I'm all for you defacing your Thames shirts and writing home on them. But he can't sell a shirt with home on. I think you'd be happy if you get a cut of the profit. Not really. I'd rather keep all the profit, please. I don't think he'd sell any more home shirts than I would. Tabakaru's in again! Hooray! I'm talking of home shirts. Who's got their home shirt now? Because I keep seeing people tweeting them at me, and I've not got mine yet. I need to speak to Hope and Glory and find out what's going on. I've only actually seen the home shirt out in the wild, so I suspect because I've got all three coming, maybe the only ones that were ready to send out on Monday were the home ones. So anyone who's got the second or third kit, or is buying more than one, so they'll be sent together, maybe they're going to be a day or two longer. That's my guess. Is that what they're going to explain why I've not got mine? You won't sell 10 shirts. Have you seen the state of that save? I mean, is it any worse than Bourne's going at the moment? A lot worse. Oh, that's all right then. Much worse. At least Bourne win. Not very often. How's he not getting sacked if it's that bad? He's in 2032 and in the National League. I'm not even in 2032 with home yet, I don't think. In fact, I know I'm not because it's Harrison Davies' 10th season and he was in there at the start. So it's 2030 in home. How's he not been sacked then? I mean, obviously, I've not been watching it because I haven't got the time. Busy making my own stuff. But how's he not been sacked? Is he just like bumbling along in mid-table? Because I guess that would keep you in the job, I suppose. Bumbling's a lovely choice. I bet he loves that. Oh yeah, I'm bumbling. Thanks. Hold on. There we go. 5-year plan is to stay in the National League, and every year the goal is to battle against relegation. I think he's on the version of the database that used for Isle of Man, so it's very broken. Oh yeah, you saw what happened in the Isle of Man save. We got relegated from tier 8, was it? Because there was just no players to sign. Yeah, I'm surprised he's managed to make it to 2032 without just giving up then. It's quite impressive. Be interesting to see if the Bourne save goes the same way. Now that's starting to get hard. We're only in tier 8. Oh, we've just played some lovely football there. Certainly, we seem to be silencing the FM21's Too Easy Brigade. Part of me wants to do another non-lethal legend now we've had the patches out. I don't know that I'm gonna, I mean, obviously I'm doing one here on Twitch, and I guess it's not been that much harder. But then we started it on the old updates still. Part of me, I mean, that was probably my backup plan. If I do get sacked by Bourne, my backup plan might be to redo non-lethal legend, which I've never done before, but I would be interested in seeing if it was harder now the patches have happened. Maybe you could do a hexagon challenge. Problem is, they're boring as hell. They're fun until you win the first Champions League. Then you just go and win the others. It did take you like 6 years to unseat TNS in Wales. That's a good point. So I guess this one has been harder than the YouTube one. To be fair, we've only just hit the Premier League after 10 years. I think we'd won the Premier League by 10 years in the YouTube version, hadn't we? So I guess this one has been harder than that one. I think we just got a very easy run this year on YouTube. If you redid non-lethal legend, you should start in the US database and then see where it goes. I mean, I wouldn't. If I redid non-lethal legend, I'd make a big song and dance about it and try and get 15,000 views an episode again. Like that got all the way through. Whereas now that audience is kind of split in half, and I get roughly 15,000 views a day across the two videos. Didn't start unemployed on YouTube. That's true, I guess. Yeah, job offers seem to be working now, which they weren't before. I've been offered several jobs in the home save that I keep forgetting to mention in videos. I got offered an interview at Manchester City in the home save. If as a party can complete a hexagon, then careful to complete it in no time. They're just boring. They're too easy. Enjoying the home one, probably get more into the Bourne one the further up the tiers I go. I mean, there's no guarantee we're going to go any further up the tiers. What happened in Bourne today, the one that you've seen? I'm talking as if you know. Maybe you don't know. The season's going horribly. Have you seen that? Has that happened to you yet? I won both games. Okay. I saw yesterday, lost a couple, stuck mid-table. I turned it around this episode. Yep. Turned it all the way around. Right. Who are we playing next? Tottenham. I would say probably first proper test of the season so far. We've had I mean, this has been a nice start to life in the Premier League. Norwich, Villa, Leicester, Bournemouth. That's a nice way to start the season. And now we face a mid-table Tottenham. Where's my pop? I need a pop. Goes to show how easy FM21 normally is, that every time you have a decent mid-table season, you think the team is awful. Yeah. I guess it's because in Road to Glories, I'm not used to getting stuck along the way. It just doesn't usually happen. The biggest criticism of Road to Glories each year is that it's just promotion, 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 promotion. Which is, it's definitely not going to be with Bourne, because we already missed one, and we're probably going to miss another one. It's going to be interesting. If views just go through the floor on it because we're not making progress, I'll know that forevermore I can ignore everyone who says, it's too easy. Because, I mean, that's all the way through Non-League Legend. It's too easy. But 15,000 people turned up every day and complained about how easy it was. Now I'm doing two saves that are a little bit harder and they're getting half the views. In the Bourne save, he seems to do rubbish off camera, and then on camera, players like your defender seem to turn up. Yeah, Jeff Brook, that's his name, isn't it? He's a weird one. He only scores on camera. Oh, Owen's just turned up on a scout report. Don't need any more fullbacks. Certainly not anymore. We've just sold 2 left backs because we had 6. We don't need another one. Makes Bourne interesting. I'm happy it's not just promotion after promotion. I'm certainly enjoying the challenge. You think you handicapped yourself too hard not going for the Dream 11 players after the first year of Bourne? I think it made it harder, but as you'll see in one of the episodes this week, which I don't think you've seen yet, there's a point in this season where I cave and just try it. Just think, right, you know what? I'm signing them all. Everything, not one of them would agree to discuss terms with me. So I dropped back down to the division below and tried to sign that Media Dream 11, and none of them would discuss terms with me either. So all the Dream 11 players from the tier below, from the tier 9, were like, you're not good enough for us. So I don't think it would have been an option to do it at the time anyway. Your burp during mid-sentence and a highlight. Very funny. Oh, God. Oh. In the end, I just decided not to bother trying to edit it out. I don't know where it came from. I've made 3,000 YouTube videos, never burped in one before. But how do you edit that out? It's not like I knew it was coming. It just appeared. And I'd have had to have taken that whole clip out. And there's just no doing it. Love the burp. Well, there you go. Be careful what you wish for. Burp in every episode going forward. I'm beginning a home save, do you mean? You're allowed to sign under 18. Are you allowed to loan under 18 players? No. Just permanent signings. The database is weird with all the academies, definitely. How's the water mess from my video? What did I spill some water? I spill drinks most days. The reason I have one of those massive gamer mouse mats that your keyboard and everything goes on, it's not because I'm a super cool gamer who needs one. It's basically because it soaks up all the drinks. You touch them and they're soft and you kind of touch my mouse pad and water and fluids bubble up to the surface. It's just there to soak up all the drinks I spill every day. Disgusting. Look, it's better than pouring it all over my desk and having it all slide around. I have an absorbent surface. It's not the first time you lot have called me disgusting. It certainly won't be the last. I spilt it on my tie every day. Water over your tie and then said you were doing a stone cold. Was I drunk? I don't remember most of this video. I might have to rewatch it. Sounds like I was having a bit of a moment. Paused, started drinking, edited it out, and then said when you were talking, you were spitting water. Oh, God. And this is in the same video I burped in. Why do you not watch my stuff? What is wrong with you? Do you not question your life choices sometimes watching that? Have you got nothing better to do with your time? Oh, it's the same scene. Oh, my word. That save's going to kill me. I don't think I can cope with it. We watch as you're the FM god. Have you noticed, by the way, as the sun's going down, the backdrop is starting to get more normal? That's my new editor already started, and that's why you don't remember it. I don't know what that means. What new editor? Dortmund are winning 1-0. Now, let's see if I remember right. They're playing Manchester City. Is that right? I think that's right. Right. Who's in the team? Is this good? We like this? I mean, Delat really shouldn't be playing deep in midfield all the time. He's kind of the long-term replacement for Prieto, but while Prieto's still here, probably have to... I mean, he needs game time. That midfielder from Birmingham just scored against City. What, Martin O'Connor? I was sitting in a flood, apparently. Oh, God, yes, I remember that now. Oh, dear. Jude Bellingham. Never heard of him. See the one that Beatles were singing about? Exactly. Martin O'Connor plays for Dortmund now. For all I know, he might. I mean, he was nearly 30 when he signed for Posh in 1996. But there's every chance he's still playing for Dortmund now. Oh, that's a good finish. That's Millie off of the Streamer Showdown. That's his name in the game, isn't it? What the hell is this? Not happy with that. Yep, that's a name in the game player. How dare he? Not happy about that at all. Someone tweet at him. I want him in here. I want an apology. Get Millie in here now. Oh, what a pass! Oh, what a pass that was. That's one of the great Football Manager passes. That deserved a goal. Tabakaru's all right. I don't care if we lose this game. That pass was perfect. That was worth 3 goals. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, Millie. How dare you? When am I going to get a name in the game player? Get SI on the phone. I want a name in the game player. He's running at us again, look. How is he so good? I forget. He's cost us a penalty as well. Why is the goalkeeper all the way out there? What is going on? Oh, keeper got his fingertips to it as well. Fingertips. It's the international sign for fingertips. His fingertips to it. Oh, that's a terrible piece of goalkeeping. This is all Millie's fault. I'm going to make his life miserable during the next showdown. Oh, my word. Millie out. How was my day? It was all right. Until Millie ruined it. It was all right. All right, here we go. No, just no. Nothing happened. I mean, I did say this was going to be our first proper test. We're not supposed to beat Tottenham. We're newly promoted. We're in a false position because we played against 4 easy teams. I don't think we need to worry too much that Millie's ruined my day. One could say ruined my year. I am going to hold a grudge about this as well. I think this is the last he's going to hear of it. Think again. Everyone's getting injured now. Let's go 2 up top. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. There you go. 2 up top. More. More. Do I ever stream on Instagram? No. I streamed on Instagram once, walking around Birmingham New Street Station, trying to get my Instagram followers to direct me towards the Tesco Express in there. We did find it, and it was appreciated. That's the only time I've ever streamed on Instagram. So if I ever find myself needing directions in a place where I can't get GPS again, then expect another Instagram stream. It was like live GeoGuessr. Yeah, it was like reverse GeoGuessr. You lot all knew where I was, and I didn't have a clue. Birmingham, did you know a midfielder from their plays for Dortmund? Yeah, did you know they knocked me out of the Carabao Cup once? Tabakaru scores again. Do you think you and Anna will ever get married? If we ever... My standard answer to this question is if we ever end up so rich that we could just spend 10 grand on a wedding and not even care. Like, we've got so much money. We're just looking for things to spend money on. We're set for life. We've got $1 million invested. We've got a house that's fully paid off. We've got everything we could ever want. And there's 10 grand spare. Then yeah, we'll probably get married then. Why not just not be engaged then? Because why not be engaged? Why does it matter? I followed what Beyonce told me to do. She said, if you like it, put a ring on it. So I did. Beyonce doesn't mention anything in that song about entering into a lifelong legally binding contract. She just says, put a ring on it. So take it up with Beyonce, not me. So by the end of the year, then give it 5 years, then probably. I mean, the other reason is if it becomes, you know, if my accountant says, if we ever get to the point where my accountant says, you know, if you were married, you'd actually save more in tax and inheritance tax and splitting your capital gains tax and all that kind of stuff. If you were married, it would actually save you more than 10 grand. If we ever get to the point where we can save more than the cost of wedding in tax than the wedding costs, then we'll do it that way. Pretty much if you win the lottery. But there's no chance of me winning the lottery, so I don't play the lottery. The lottery is just a cheat code. I'd be gutted if I won the lottery. Not immediately. Obviously, my immediate response would be, hey, loads of money. But then I could just see myself like 2 or 3 years later just falling into a real deep depression, because I would then never know if I'd have made it on my own. And I don't think I could cope with not knowing. I'd hate to just win the lottery. When I put a ring on it, my now wife was a bit insistent. We actually went and got married within a couple of years. I mean, if Anna was really bothered, you know, if she was, it's not like I'm saying to her, no, we're not going to get married. Neither of us are bothered. Tonight, refresh, boys and girls. Hello. I don't know why it's happening. Perhaps BT are getting ready for... I mean, I hope they're not going to do anything really dumb, like switch off our current internet in anticipation of putting the new one in tomorrow. That would be very annoying. Posture check. There we go. I'd like to think the current connection is going to stay on there until the new one is up and running and actually working. But I would not put it past them to just disconnect us before knowing that the new one works, and considering I know the new one's not going to work. Oh, that would be a big problem. No, Anna's not doing anything, so I think it's just BT being morons. So if there's no stream tomorrow, it's because BT have ruined everything. Could at least wait till you're in bed to do it. I mean, they shouldn't be doing it at all. Under no circumstances should they be disconnecting the current service until the new service is up and running. That would be utterly insane if they did that. Does anyone work for OpenReach or BT and can confirm whether they're that dumb? And I'm worried that I think I know the answer. And I'm not going to like it. And Andy's really not going to like it. Oh, God. And I can guarantee they won't be able to just switch it back on again either. It'll be a whole thing. So they'll switch off the current one, not be able to set up the new one, and then it'll be, oh, we can give you a date to turn your old one back on again in 2 weeks' time. They'll install it, and it'll take about 24 hours before you can use it. Well, then they're not disconnecting the old one then. Because we can't have any interruption to service. Not just because I need it for work, but because Andy'll absolutely freak out. If you don't have to stream from a hotspot like suggested above, make sure to get NordVPN connected. Absolutely. The only problem is 4G's turd in this area, so I won't be able to do that. That was the big issue when we first moved in. The 4G service around here is dross. I know someone who works as an engineer for BT, and he's an idiot. He's done that before. Fantastic. That fills me with confidence. Right, we're playing Chelsea now, so expect another beating. I might just send them a little text saying the service isn't working right and get them to just do some line checks now. I mean, in none of the stuff they've sent me does it say they're disconnecting the current service. Just had OpenReach going yesterday for change of provider. Turned up at 9 AM, stayed for an hour, disappeared for another 6 hours. When he left, he told me my new service may work. Fantastic. I certainly don't see why they would need to turn off the old service before connecting the new, because it's completely separate stuff. At the moment, I have the cable that runs to the cabinet. So I've got, at the moment, I have fiber to the cabinet, and then whatever cable runs from the cabinet to my house. But they've got to install new lines. I'm getting the fiber directly to the house. So they're putting new cables under the road. They're installing they're drilling new holes into the side of the house from outside. They're putting in whole new stuff. So surely they don't have to disconnect the old one because it's completely separate. That's my hope. Yeah, I'm on fiber to the cabinet, upgrading to fiber to the property. That's right. If the cable's at your house, they shouldn't have to do too much. Just install into the house, change a few pairs at the exchange. Yeah, the problem is, and this is the problem we had back when we first moved in, because they were supposed to do this when we moved in, but they tried to put the cable, because the tunnel under the road is already there, and they just theoretically feed the cable in, but the tube under the road is blocked, and they said, well, there's no way for us to do this without digging up the road. Do you want us to schedule digging up the road? That'll be about 8 weeks. Or do you want to cancel this and just set up fiber to the cabinet in the meantime and then upgrade? So I set up fiber to the cabinet and then rebooked to do the fiber to home, and then got caught up in the whole COVID thing, which is why it's taken so long. So this appointment tomorrow is booked back in December, I think, or January. It's a long time ago. And I don't see how anything will have changed. They haven't come and dug up the road, so unless the pipe that was blocked is magically going to be unblocked tomorrow, then I don't really see what they're going to be able to do. I moved into a new build, got BT fiber to the property, went with fiber 900 complete Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's what we're getting. We've got all the boxes and everything have arrived. We've got the little dish extender things as well. Yeah, it's all here. So hopefully it's going to be brilliant. Hopefully this is going to be the last stream of, oh, look, we've disconnected again. Home shirt arrived today. Whiskey Fraz, that's exciting stuff. Which one did you get? I've not heard anyone get anyone other than the home shirt so far. Was it the first choice or the second or third? Unless they're going to dig the road in one go. But I can't imagine they would, because there's not been... I mean, the people across the street are having a new driveway put in. They've got, like, a cement mixer and a skip outside their house on the road. There can't be any plans to dig up the road tomorrow, because they ain't going to be able to. They've given no notice that that's their plan. It means the seal on the pipe was broken last time. So what do they do to fix that? With the fiver cab, we'll be able to stop using the foot pedals to power the internet. I don't know. Ask them if they can dig up the road. Well, hopefully they won't have to. Vacuum. And is that something they'll have with them as standard? Oh, you got the purple one. Awesome. Purple. Hold on. Which was the purple one? Will they have the vacuum with them as standard? Because if so, why didn't a guy last time just vacuum it? No one down the street's got fibre to property yet. Although theoretically, according to the BT website, we have access to it. No one down here's got it. We're going to be the first. Because I'm the only idiot willing to pay that amount of money for my internet. So, Seeking. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you think it's going to be I have new internet tomorrow? I'm finding this quite helpful. When I moved house, I had no fibre or broadband for a month. Had to run everything 4G on my phone. It was painful. Yeah, we were like that for the first couple of weeks in here because it took a little while to get the alternative set up. And that's when Andy smashed the TV. And that's when we had to have the police out because the 4G is rubbish. The idea of us not having working internet this time tomorrow doesn't bear thinking about. Things will get smashed. It will cost us thousands of pounds if we don't have internet this time tomorrow of any kind. So yeah, it's very important that they don't turn anything off until the new one is on. See, my worry about them seeing notes on the previous installation is I suspect there aren't any, because the guy said to me, I can put the order through for us to fix this, or you can cancel it and get the normal internet quicker. So while he was still stood here, we rang up together and cancelled the fibre installation and arranged to have the copper one put in. So I suspect there were no notes from last time, because last time didn't happen. I know you said 4G is bad, but do I have a mini hub? I've got the BT mini hub. I've got a 3 mini hub. I bought what are they called? Some fancy. The people who make normal routes. I bought one of theirs and put a Vodafone SIM in it. We've got. I spent like £400 on trying to get a 4G solution for that week and a half that we didn't have internet, and none of them were reliable enough for Andy to be able to cope with. It needs to run like Wi-Fi. Suto, thank you very much for the sub. If anything goes wrong, you should tweet about it. Oh yeah, I'll tweet about it. I'll be back on to the CEO of BT again, like I was last time. I was able to run Netflix and do some MMO gaming on 4G. We can't even watch YouTube videos on our 4G at our house. You go a little bit further away, you can, but the house is in a 4G black spot. Not watched for a while, Kev. Looks strange without a suit. Yeah, the suits are YouTube only these days. As we're getting more into the summer and it's getting warmer. Oh, I've got hiccups. I can't sit here with a suit on for 3 hours because I'll just melt. I'll be a sweaty mess. Will I get Starlink when I upgrade to a Tesla? I don't know what that is. What is Starlink? I haven't seriously looked into a Tesla. We're years away from a Tesla. So I don't actually know what that means. This is OG suitless Kev. Exactly. I've only been wearing suits for... It was halfway through the Apollon series last year I started wearing suits. Even for Chivas I wasn't wearing a suit. So it's only been the last 6 months or so I've been wearing suits. I guess I have picked up like 20,000 subscribers in that time. So there probably are a lot of people who are only used to seeing me in a suit. Which is, I mean, that's one of the reasons we picked up so many subs. Because I was the weirdo in a suit and it made me memorable. Starlink is satellite internet. Awesome. Will that work here? How fast is that going to be? Can I have that? I'll pay for anything. Wife is looking at me as we prearrange to continue box set binge of Goliath. Let me know if I can help with it. Yeah, thank you. I don't know if I ever mentioned at the time, but last time when we were having all the problems, somebody, I got a phone call while we were trying to sort out any kind of internet. I got a phone call from some guy saying, Kev, I follow you online. This is not an official phone call. I work for BT and I found your account, found your phone number from your account, and I thought I'd ring you and let you know that I was going to prioritize it and this is what I'm doing. And we had an installation within like 6 hours of that. So if that guy's here now, please tell me you're working tomorrow. I'm going to need you. You've got my number. Thank you for breaking data protection. I'm going to need that again. Look, I don't care that he broke data protection. He got the job done. That's what I needed. That's both awesome and not cool at the same time. Look, he got the job done. And he's never phoned me since. He's not abusing. He's a proper stand-up guy who has not abused it, hasn't made any contact with me since, just found my details, got done what I needed to get done, and now we're sorted. So, yeah, I would suggest that was an example of very good customer service rather than any kind of data protection breach. You're not going to worry about any of that. I'd say he did his job. Yeah, exactly. It'll get resolved. BT Openreach engineers are rolling out more FTTP every day and getting better and better. Well, fingers crossed them. I have faith with a 9 prediction. I mean, the weird thing is I'm sat here not that bothered whether we get it or not. Dave has we've had Millie and now Hazard turned up for Lincoln. I would obviously love to get the super shiny fast internet, but my only priority tomorrow is that we don't. I mean, Andy's prepared for like an hour or two without the internet. He knows it's happening. He knows there's going to be a time when we're offline for a few hours. But my only priority tomorrow is that we don't end up at the end of the day with no internet at all. Because that'd be a disaster. I have a look to see how posh it is. In the retro video, they didn't update down to League 1. Oh, in fact, they would have been League 2 or Division 4 at the time, at the start of it, so it wasn't really relevant. I know normally I'd rotate for games like this, but we're off the back of 2 defeats in the Premier League. And we'd quite like to win the Carabao Cup. So we're going to play a full strength team in it all year. We're not good enough to rotate yet. it does mean some of the fringe players aren't going to get game time. I love the fact that they're already bowing down to Tabakaru, not Tabaraku. What's his first name? I think people would be without things like gas or water for longer than they could be without the internet. I mean, we definitely could. Because at the end of the day, you don't, certainly at this time of year, we don't need gas. We've not got the heating on. We can go a day without having hot water. We can buy cold water from the shop. We can't go and buy a bag of internet, though. Will there be a part 2 to the retro database? If we get to 5,000 likes, yeah, that was what I said in the video. 5,000 likes this by the end of the month, and yes, we will. NordVPN's birthday has been going on for a while. How many cans of Apple Tango have I got left? At least 30. We're not getting through it very quickly, which is good. It's too sugary to drink more than one a day, really. I'm saving it for my streams. I mean, it would actually be easier for us. I mean, I know if we have a power cut, then we lose the internet as well. But if there was a way to have a power cut, but your Wi-Fi stay on, I'd always rather lose the electricity than the internet. We can sit there in the dark using our phones and laptops. Saving it for the stream sounds like a business expense. So I've had Millie and Azzopardi to go against me in the last 20 minutes. What is going on? Have you ever had the option of your clubs in FM to have your under 23s in the Papa Johns? Yeah? Yeah, it always happens. First time catching one of your streams? Welcome in. We Stream FM gang are bullying me tonight. They're giving it their best go. I'll be victorious in the end, as I always am. Because I'm Kevy 5 times. Yeah. In other news, I still haven't set this up, which is why we've still only got one camera angle. I figured if I'm getting a new router tomorrow, I'm going to have to reconnect everything that's connected by Wi-Fi. So that means the Elgato key lights are going to need reconnecting. All of the Nano Leaf's going to need reconnecting. The Philips Hue stuff's going to all need reconnecting. So I'm going to have this desk out tomorrow anyway, plugging and unplugging stuff and reconnecting things. So I figure that's the opportunity to put the new capture card in and get back up to multi-camera. So that's a job for tomorrow afternoon. The internet should be sorted by lunchtime, fingers crossed. Tomorrow afternoon, capture card. And then we should be up to 10 out of 10 streaming experience again by tomorrow night. M1 Mac Mini review. It's a fantastic piece of kit. For the price you pay for it, it is incredible. Unless you're looking for something to play games or plug a load of capture cards or stuff like that in. If you just want an everyday computer that can run Photoshop and the Adobe Suite like a dream, for the price, I don't think you can find a Windows PC for the price that beats it. I rendered a 17-minute video earlier today in 10 minutes in Premiere Pro. Now, the Adobe Suite's not even optimized for the M1 chip yet. So if I guess I could have done one in Final Cut to do a comparison. But if I would imagine that similar video in Final Cut is even faster. So it's, yeah, it's an incredible incredible computer. Almost called it a PC. But for less than £1,000, bearing in mind 4 years ago, I spent nearly £3,000 on a spec'd out MacBook Pro. Whereas now I could get an M1 MacBook Pro for like $1,200, I think. Is that how much the M1 MacBook Pro is? It not only is it the fastest, most awesome thing Apple have ever done, but it's so cheap. So cheap. Apple computers are normally, you consider them really expensive, but that Mac Mini renders video faster than the £2,500 PC I bought last summer specifically for editing and rendering for less than half the price. Now, the only thing it can't do is have the Elgatos plugged into it or run any games. It's not really built for that kind of thing. But if I was just a vlogger, I'd have no reason to own a PC. Do you think on the next FM they should give the option to take over the under 23s? Nope. Boring. The reason it's cheaper is Apple doesn't have to pay Intel for the CPUs. Yeah, I guess. Now I own a gaming PC, a stream PC, and a render PC. A render Mac. Yeah. I've still got my MacBook Pro as well. And we've still got the other PC that is still in a box in the kitchen that still needs setting up. Plus Anna's MacBook and Andy's laptop and Amy's MacBook and laptop. We've got a lot of computers. You can tell I like buying computers. And when I replace them, I just give the old ones to other members of the family. Rather than like getting rid of them. They just stay here forever. Right, that looks acceptable to me. What's the save I'm currently doing? This is a non-League to Legend on Twitch. So we started unemployed. We ended up in Wales for 5 years. Eventually found the airport and made it to Scotland. And now we're in England. This is our second... This is the second full season at Sheffield United. We won the championship last year. First season in the Premier League. Boom. There you go. There's your confirmation. Via the medium of a command as well. I am enjoying the music. Yo, just followed. Yo to you too. Jado? Yado? Jado? How did you find me? Are you here from the YouTube or are you entirely new? Is this an entirely new face to you? I'm intrigued as to the route you took to arrive here. Kev looks hard enough he finds the very first PC somewhere lying around. I threw about 5 PCs in the skip when we moved out of the old house. I had a cupboard in the old utility room that just had a stack of about 5 old laptops that I was done with and everyone else was done with, and they'd ended up in the utility room. So I just got the drill out, threw all the hard drives, and then slung them in the skip. I'm very aware of you. Good. Good to know. There wasn't anything interesting in there. What, on the hard drives? All my hard drives for the last at least 12 years back up to my Dropbox. So I don't ever save anything on a normal hard drive. Everything I do gets saved onto the cloud. KJ, lots of numbers. Thank you for the 12-month sub. 12 months. What a year. What a year. Thank you very much for joining me for a year. I just entered to ask who is the Wonder Kid. Tabakaru, our striker, and he's the Premier League's top scorer at the moment. He is an absolute superstar. Georgie, yesterday went well. It did. Could made money on them. I done a giveaway once they were put. I've got no interest in selling old computers. Much happier just to drill through them and throw them in a skip. Just get them out of the way. Drew, 3-month sub. Thank you very much. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful, wonderful. Tell you what, this chair, it's easier to just kind of lean back in it, and I have to adjust my camera angle if I'm going to sit down like this, but high up there. Oh, now if I was doing a content clinic, first thing I'd say looking at this stream is, rule of thirds. Look at the state of him. Rule of thirds. You're very correct there, Kev. Rule of thirds. Get your eye level. A third from the top of the screen, you monster. Not very environmentally friendly. Giving them to someone else wouldn't have been any worse. Posture check and hydrate. Tango-y, or Apple-y, even. Do you know what you're doing with sticker swaps yet? No, I think. I mean, the pile is growing. Hold on. There's nearly... Ah, sugar and plums. Just threw them all over my desk. There's nearly 300 of them now. Oh, I realise we're losing to Everton, but it's fine. We're Sheffield United. We're supposed to lose to Everton. We've got quite the pile of swaps. I think what I'll probably do, once I finish the book, is just do a giveaway of the swaps. I also got sent another book with the latest box I bought, so I've got a completely empty book as well. So I'll probably just give away the pile of swaps and the book to someone once I've finished. Why am I making more than one sub, Kev? That's not what you should be doing. Is this going on YouTube? Yes, it'll be there in a couple of days on the live channel. We have been absolutely thumped today, haven't we? Because I was testing out my... the game knew I was not obeying the rule of thirds and decided to punish me for it. Fill the second book with your swaps and then do the giveaway. Why would anyone want a book that was half stuck and then a few swaps? Surely you want the fun of going through them and sticking them in yourself. I remember when I was a kid, my parents got me and my brother, like, it must have been like 4 boxes of stickers that were like 3 years old that they'd found at a car boot sale. We got a couple of books and loads of stickers, and we just spent an entire day filling up our sticker books and then covering our bedrooms in the leftover stickers, and it was brilliant. The fun was going through the stickers and sticking. You don't want a book that's already full. My mum said no to letting me get a book because it's a waste of money. I mean, everything's a waste of money, really, isn't it? When you think about it. I mean, I wouldn't be doing it if I wasn't creating content with it. Good to see I wasn't the only one who covered my room in football stickers. Oh yeah, I had a chest of drawers in my room that was absolutely covered in stickers. Pain in the bum to get off though. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to stick them onto the walls. It was just onto furniture, and that chest of drawers was a write-off. They never fully came off. So when I'm there as a 16, 17-year-old trying to bring girls back to my room, and there's all these pictures of men right next to my bed, and I'm there trying to scrape them off. Yeah. If only 8-year-old Kev had known that 16-year-old Kev would want to bring his girlfriend back to that chest of drawers. Eagles, thank you for the bits. But I find that in my experience, past Kev's always been a jerk. 8-year-old Kev delighted in screwing over 16-year-old Kev. I'm still furious with 25-year-old Kev for letting me get this fat. Past Kev's a twazzock. Hate him. Peter, a bedsheet's may have been a turn off too. Probably the Garfield wallpaper would have been the first the first thing anyone would notice. Strange. I had some really cool Incredible Hulk wallpaper for a while. I had some brilliant Garfield wallpaper for a while, and then all of a sudden, subtly, when I'm like 16, just saying to my parents, I think I should probably decorate my room again. I don't think I want wallpaper this time. I think we're just going to paint the walls a neutral colour. Why is that, Kevin? No real reason. No real reason. I don't like Garfield anymore. Well, we know that's not true. I've just gone off the Incredible Hulk. Well, that makes you a liar, doesn't it? You just don't want girls to see your wallpaper. And we have very nearly got ourselves back into this game. Somehow. Doesn't look quite so bad when it's 4-3. Do all of the other past Kevs hate all of the other past Kevs? Probably. Because I don't want to be alone forever. Is any 16-year-old really worried about being alone forever? If you're a 16-year-old and you're worried about being alone forever, my word. Have a word with yourself. Could be worse. Could have had a bunk bed as a teenager. I guess I could. You'd be surprised, Kev. Surely 16-year-olds have got more important things to worry about than the rest of their lives. I didn't start thinking about the rest of my life until I was like 30. I'd gone through my first divorce and 2 kids before I started thinking about the rest of my life. Everything up until that point just kind of happened. I just went with it. What is this worrying about the future? Why are we having a team meeting? How many games in a row have we lost now? Only 3. We played Tottenham, Chelsea and Everton. And now we've got Man United. We're supposed to lose all them. As long as we go and beat Sunderland and West Ham and Southampton and Leeds, they're the teams we should be beating. I turned 50 this year. I should perhaps start considering the future. Nah. Some 16-year-olds just have realistic expectations for life. That is possibly the saddest sentence I've ever read. If you're a 16-year-old and you've got realistic expectations for life, get yourself to Disneyland quick. Go and just... Oh... Learn to dream. You literally have an entirely blank canvas at 16 years old. There's no such thing as realistic expectations at 16. You could genuinely do anything. And you have no idea what the future's going to bring. My goodness. 35 and not worrying about life yet. That's for old people. Exactly. That's the spirit. You need some people just need a little bit of magic in their lives. That makes me... I genuinely feel a little bit sad reading that. I like how this speech is inspirational. What was I bashing teens for having expectations? This is why we love you. I mean, it's not bashing teens, but god damn. Is this what the world's come to? No 16-year-old should be worrying about what they're going to be doing in their future. At all. You should still be having delusions of being a World Cup winner at 16. Genuinely, when I was 16, the first time I got a little bit fat, I was 16, I'd just stopped my paper round, I put on a little bit of weight. So I bought a weight bench and a trampoline to run on in the garage. And I'd go out there in the garage every night and lift some weights and run on this trampoline. And I wouldn't just run. Every 20 seconds or so, I'd be leaping up for headers. And I'd be picturing myself scoring for Posh at Wembley. And I wasn't getting myself fit because I needed to get healthy. I was getting myself fit because I didn't want to miss the chance of playing for Posh. I was like 16, 17. I was never going to play for Posh. But I still thought I could. Even now, I'm like 38. I could probably get a couple of games in goal if they want me. If I drop a few stone, they might give me I might sit on the bench. Realistic. Oh, don't be realistic about anything. Realism is awful. How do you run on a trampoline? One of those little mini trampoline things. I couldn't afford a treadmill. I don't even know if treadmills for the home existed in the 90s. But just one of those little individual trampolines. Just run on it. I mean, why am I doing it with my hands? I can show you. Running on trampoline. Yeah, one of these little mini ones. This is what people used to do back before they could afford treadmills. You'd just get a little mini trampoline like that to run on. See? I mean, if that's how she's running, she's got a few issues. Look, there's your demonstration. Your knees should go up and then down. Easy. Why is it better than running on solid ground? Better for your knees. My knees have always been wrecked. So I guess on that basis, it's actually better than running on a treadmill. Because even on a treadmill, you're constantly pounding into your knees the whole time. Whereas on a trampoline, you're not. I should probably get one now. I imagine I weigh too much for one now. I've not been in for a while and you aren't in a suit. I know. What are you going to do, eh? The 16 has more interest in girls, rugby and football than life ahead, and that's how it should be. Those trampolines are really good for you. Well, there you go. See, I was onto something as a teenager. Should have kept that habit up. But on more than one occasion, I smashed my head into the beam at the top of the garage because I jumped up off the trampoline for a header. But of course, this was back in the days before MP3s and Spotify and all that kind of stuff. So I had to take a cassette player out there to listen to music while I was doing it. I couldn't afford a CD player. Didn't have a portable CD player. I had like a hi-fi in my bedroom, but I didn't have a CD player I could take out to the garage. So I took out this old cassette player thing, and I only had like 4 cassettes. So I ended up lifting weights and running in the garage every night for like 6 months whilst listening to Sheryl Crow albums on cassette. And that was my evenings as a 16, 17-year-old. Tabakaru's picked up an injury. We're going away to Manchester United and our star man's injured. This will never do. Currently operating at a Premier Division level. Could improve a lot in the future. He's got 7 from 7 in his first season in the Premier League, and he could improve a lot in the future. We might have one of the best players in the world coming through Sheffield United. My stepmom's a personal trainer, says running wrecks your knees unless it's on a softer surface. Yeah, that's why I don't run. I tried to do couch to 5k. Is it couch to 5k or 10k? Whatever it is, that app that you do. I tried doing that a couple of years ago, and I made it into the second week before my knee exploded. Haven't been in a while. Last time I was in, you'd just taken a job in Wales. Yeah, this is the 10th season of that save. So we spent 5 years in Wales, a few years in Scotland, and now we've just got Sheffield United to the Premier League. I said so last stream. He's probably the best under-21 player in the world. Someone said, how did we get him? Atletico and Milan were both in for him as well, and we just offered him 100 grand a week when he was asking for 40. So I just offered him the most money I could offer in the hope that we were going to offer him loads more than the other 2 teams was, and he'd be a money grabber. Turns out he's a money grabber, which suits us. Was it only 27 he was asking for? And I offered him 100. Yeah. I just thought, give him everything. Give him the keys to the farm. Oh, the manship flying past his marker. Let me see how much other clubs offer. I don't think you can while it's happening, but you can see by what he's asking for roughly where they're going to be. So I just figured offer him as much as we can. Yeah, throw everything at him and hope he's skint. He was only earning like £1,000 a week at his previous club. So we offered him in a week what it used to take him 2 years to earn. That turned his head a little bit. Am I enjoying my new chair? As much as one can enjoy a chair. Yes, I am. And here he is, the man himself. Has got his 11th goal of the season, and he's got one at Old Trafford now whilst injured. Oh, beautiful. Let's see the Twitter post on Apple Tango. Agree to disagree on that one. Oh, you've made a fool of yourself there. 100k a week for a young kid from Romania is hard to turn down. I imagine it probably is. Dropped in, what am I drinking? I'm drinking Apple Tango. The greatest beverage in the universe. But I think, I mean, we've only had him for 10, 11 games. I'm already wondering, is he the best player I've signed in FM21? Is he going to be in my team of the year at the end of all this? Bets on him leaving this summer for his release clause. I think his release clause is like 70 million. What is his release clause? I need to know now. $92 million is his minimum fee release clause. 46 is his relegation release clause. So yeah, as you can see, we threw everything at him. But he's in on a 5-year contract. So if he goes, he's going for £92 million. Oh. Sorry to ask a new question, but what are the bright lines between players on tactics screen and how do you get them? It just shows how well those two players play together. So you get them by playing players together, and eventually they build a relationship, and that just shows how strong their relationship is. The board will probably say C+ for his transfer rating at the end of the season. Oh yeah. 92 is okay, but a lot of teams would pay that in 2 years or so. I think the chances of me still being at Sheffield United in 2 years are pretty slim. We're probably going to look to continue the adventure. But now the priority is go somewhere where I get at least £92 million of transfer budget. How much did I pay for him? He only cost £6 million. Valenzuela's having a terrible game. So let's shuffle them around a little bit. We're also going to take off Prieto, push Delart forward. Where have all my left backs gone? I've run out of left backs. Also run out of midfielders. I'm running out of all the players that I need. He'll be fine in there. How much was Sernajaki? Sernajaki, I think, was 2.9. Sernajaki was a bargain. I think we got Sernajaki and Gomez in the same window for less than 10 million combined last year. In our first season in the Premier League with Bourne. So, I guess Tabakaru and the Manship could be our equivalents, because the Manship's pretty decent as well. The big thing now is we've got to try and keep Prieto. We can keep him as well, because he's our other wonder kid. He's the one who came through our youth system. The fact that you remember that is unbelievable. I mean, they were pretty important signings. I don't remember all of my stuff, but they pretty much made that save what it was, those two players. Oh, we don't deserve to lose 4-1 here. Feel that's a little bit harsh based on how that game's played out. Right, that's 4 defeats in a row in the Premier League for us now. But we did play against 4 good sides. Oh, don't give me this. Look at who we've played. Look at how we started the season. Ah! Because the thing is now, I now don't have a choice. If I use the 4-2-3-1 against Sunderland, I'm going to lose. Because the game has now decided, Kev, it's time for you to change your tactics. So now I have to change the tactics, even though I know this setup is good enough to beat Sunderland. So annoying. Nothing else is going to get the same out of Prieto. Kenny Cage, thank you for the sub. Right, that's 2 of you saying don't have to. Are you ready for me to prove a point? Because Sunderland finished below us in the Championship last year. We should, by all accounts, thump Sunderland. But I don't think we will if we use this system. What we are going to do is squeeze in a couple of fitness friendlies. Got to keep the boys fit. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know how many of them are actually going to be here to play in these because of international duty. But we'll try and squeeze a couple in. Just to get the morale back up. Silence the critics. What's going on with the vlog channel? Elaborate. How do you mean? What do you think's going on with the vlog channel? Change it then when you go into the game, change it back. That's not a bad shout. I'll go with it. If you think it'll work, we'll go with it. We'll lose to Sunderland, then we'll have a big problem. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Come on! 15 players are away on international duty. There's not going to be many of them. Will the friendlies not count? Use a new tactic in that and the normal one against Sunderland. I don't think it works that way. I think it only counts proper matches. Hopefully we'll pick up some good results. Let's bet if you lose, I'll gift a sub. If you win, you'll gift a sub. I think I made a subs. I think I made a money. I think this is gifted subs, my eye. I value a £5 more than I value a victory. So if we're winning, I'll throw it just to make sure I don't have to spend a £5. With the Instagram post. What do you mean with the Instagram post? You're going to have to elaborate far more than you are. You're being very cryptic. Am I planning on running a save until the new FM comes out? Probably not. They do say I'm the richest FM streamer. You know why they say that? Because I don't throw fivers around. I keep them. I keep my fivers to myself. I have a big pile of them in my pantry. I don't let anybody go near. How's my neck after yesterday? Pretty sore. For those of you who didn't see on Twitter, I fell onto a poor girl's cookies. Get rid of all this. The manship. So I start with a 4-3-3. I mean, it's called a 4-3-3 dumb because it's dumb. Then change to the 4-2-3-1 at halftime. That's what I do with my Wigan save. Would you say you're a streamer or a YouTuber first? YouTuber. Without a moment's hesitation. Did I squash them? No, I didn't know I landed on her cookies until Anna told me I landed on her cookies. Basically, we were on the tram. Someone stepped out in front of the tram. The tram slammed on its brakes. The person who stepped out apparently had a good old laugh about it. But I was stood up in the aisle. Well, both me and Anna were stood up in the aisle. And I got thrown down the aisle and fell onto a girl holding a big box of cookies. And Anna fell into the squishy bit between the two carriages of the tram. And I think I've whiplashed myself and squashed that poor girl's cookies. I know you say you're done with vlogs, but are you planning to make some more because lockdown is lifting? I never said I was done with vlogs. I explained why I couldn't make vlogs at the time. I highlighted the reasons why I couldn't make vlogs. And one of those reasons is now not there. So like I said in the video where I explained all this, yeah, there'll be vlogs from time to time. The plan was always that there would be vlogs. But the key is I don't want people to be expecting vlogs. And it does my nut in when I post a really good video and all I get is a bunch of people going, "This is rubbish. Give me a vlog." Can't stand it. So I'll just make the videos that I want to make, and sometimes there'll be vlogs. The second friendly is too close to the game. We'll see about that. Well, actually, it is. Okay. Let's cancel that and put it on Thursday. And we're playing Maltby Main instead. Le Picto, thank you very much for the sub. Wonderful stuff. Am I looking forward to more Comic-Cons? Yes. Bum, 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 bum. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom. One thing your content can never be described as is rubbish. Exactly. Exactly. He says, whilst patting himself on the back. Exactly. Arrogant. Yeah. Lovably arrogant. That's what they say about me. What is the new chair? It's a thing for me to sit on. Oh, I've had too much tango. It is a secret chair that I'm not telling you about the chair yet. It is a secret. Keep an eye on my Instagram. I haven't got the discount code yet, which is why I'm not telling you about it yet. I haven't shown you it yet. I've agreed not to tell anyone about it until they sort out the discount code. But I've got to sit on it. The other one's in the living room now for Anna to use. Everything's a secret right now. It's just the nature of how everything works. Lots of secret stuff. How much did it cost? Hashtag gifted. But it's a secret, so you don't know about it anyway. And the next video sponsor is... How dare you? Oh, I got a quiet weekend. Well, apparently I'm now doing a subathon, which I decided this afternoon. As long as we've got internet. It all depends on what happens tomorrow. If we've got internet, I've got a busy weekend now. Am I going to be getting Andy a new TV? No, because we already got him one. You can't go without a TV. We got him one immediately. He had a new TV within 15 hours of breaking the previous one. And those 15 hours were entirely spent asleep or not at home. So, yeah. There's no way he could not have a TV. Apparently, there's a prediction on. Shouldn't I be in bed by now? Nah, we go to bed at 10. I'm a big boy. It's only at the weekends I go to bed at 9. If this system doesn't work against Sunderland, Mike, I'm coming for you. Because I would always change the system when I get that message in the inbox. It's one of the biggest tells the game gives you. So this is entirely Mike's fault if we lose this next game. So we know we're better than Sunderland. They're 19th in the league. We were better than them last year. They're newly promoted. They've had a terrible start to the season. We've beaten all of the teams we were supposed to beat so far this season. This would be the first defeat against a team we shouldn't have lost against. So, it's all about Mike now. On a weekend, Kev always says, I want to be in bed by 9. Yeah, I do. During the showdown, I do. What message was that? When it says Chapman refuses to be flexible. I can't remember the exact wording of it. Basically where it says I refuse to change from my 4-2-3-1. When you get that message, that basically means change for a couple of matches. Then you can come back round and do this one again and it'll be fine. But you need 2 or 3 matches doing something different. Yes, Chapman not willing to experiment. That was it, wasn't it? Yeah, when you get that message, that means it is time to change your formation. And it doesn't matter if you then lose your next couple of games with a different formation. You just need to be away from your normal formation long enough for the game to think you've changed. Then you can change back and it works again. But the game will now have decided the 4-2-3-1 doesn't work until I change, until I experiment. I think this is just a bias you build up. Everything I do is a bias I build up. But imagine how much further set into this I'm going to be if we lose this game now. If we lose this game, I'm going to never experiment with it again. I'm going to know it's a fact. So, see, our defenders are not a good partnership either. It's all falling apart. It's all going wrong. Right, here we go then. Let's see if I'm a genius or Mike's a genius. I'm going to give it everything. We're going to give it the whole pump everybody before the game. Come here and get a pumping. There you go. Everyone's pumped. Come on. Stop chasing the surplus. Oh. Hey! I told you I was right, you idiots. I'm a genius. Hey! Double bluffed you. It's all in here. What's up, Kev? What do you make of Marcus Madison's situation? What's he like back at Posh? Is he actually quit? Last time I heard he was probably going to quit. He's a very talented footballer who doesn't like playing football. He's been like that everywhere he's ever been. Oh, you lot. I told you this wouldn't work. This is Mike's fault. Come on, Mike. More. Scotty's playing left back for Sunderland. We can't beat a team with Scotty in. We've got no hope. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm drawing. Mike's the manager now. We'll be fine. Mike knows what he's doing. Just drawing a picture. Oh, I'm so good at Football Manager. Oh, what a player he is. I'm still drawing my picture, though. Talk amongst yourselves. Drawing a walrus. I can't really finish my picture. I've got as far as Mike was. Now I need to know whether I'm going to put right or wrong on here. Not my fault you bought good attackers but awful defenders. I mean, that opinion is bobbins. Our defenders are great. Yeah, Yes, Kev's a genius. Kev's a genius. Ah! Woo-hoo! Ginger is League One at best. You've made a fool of yourself there, Mike. Hold on. The guy who was wanted by Manchester City and Liverpool, currently operating at a championship level, will be a Premier League player in the future. The man with 4.5, was it 3.5 stars? 4 stars? Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Oh, don't be looking at his attributes. You're making it worse for yourself if you're going to look at attributes. It's only star ratings that matter. This is Football Manager, not spreadsheet play. Which, by the way, sounds like it'd be a fun game. What are you doing? What are you streaming tonight, Kev? I want to stream some spreadsheet play. It's going to be amazing. Come on, refresh. BT. I better sort this tomorrow. 3 disconnections in one stream. Hopefully for the last time ever. If we get our new internet sorted tomorrow. I swear they're sat there at BTHQ just tugging on the wire, getting ready to yank it out at dead on midnight. Oh, Kev's a genius! For once, it's not a Twitch problem. It is my PC disconnecting from the Wi-Fi. The little Wi-Fi symbol disappears and it shows the little circle, the little globe with the disconnection thing on there. So it's disconnecting from the Wi-Fi, then reconnecting. And it's only dropping out for like 2 or 3 seconds. And then coming back on. But that happening then crashes OBS, so it stays down a little bit longer. But it's my router dropping, or the Wi-Fi connection just dropping out and then dropping back in again. And it's really annoying. Kev's a genius. Kev's a genius. Kev's a genius. Kev's a genius. Just finishing my picture. I think I can commit now. And the answer we're all looking for is Mike was wrong. Kev's a genius because we won the football match. And as long as we win, there's only one genius around here. It's Kev. Kev's a genius. 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 Yeah. Why are we not all singing along? Oh, I knew it would work. I psyched you out, game. I knew Football Manager was listening. I psyched it out. I double bluffed it. Oh, hang on. Maybe Mike was wrong after all. Oh, God. Oh, God. If this ends up 4-4, I'm going to be furious. Mike's getting unmodded if we don't win. I don't even know why. We need a scapegoat, and it's certainly not going to be me. Hit it! Oh. I think Kev's still a genius. Yay! What a genius. We're back. Told you we didn't have to change the system. Tell you what, where would we be without this boy? Oh, look at the state of him. I just want to kiss him on the eyes. Oh, he's good at football. I think Anna's telling me not to ring my bell. How is she so quick? How can she type that fast into a text? You don't win 5 streamer showdowns without those kind of tactical insights that you've just seen over the last 10 minutes or so. That was like top tier football manager you've just witnessed. You don't get that anywhere else. I bamboozled the game. I bluffed it, double bluffed it, then bluffed it back round again. Nobody knew if they were coming or going. Kev comes out victorious. Boom. That's how you win a showdown. Dong, 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 dong. Ring those bells. She probably has a pre-made text for the bell. She probably does, actually. This music's got me too hyped up tonight, I think. I'm too overexcited. I need my lo-fi to keep me level. I'm not going to go to sleep tonight now. Gotta be up early for the internet, man. It's like Christmas Eve. It's gonna come down my chimney with a big bag of internet. It's gonna be glorious. Oh, internet Santa, I didn't get you anything. Would you like a mince pie? I haven't got any mince pies. You're an infuriating monster. That's my favourite comment of the night. It is time to hydrate. Cheers. Beautiful. Please offer the internet guy a mince pie. But what if he says yes? I don't have any. Can you? I could probably still get some hot cross buns from the petrol station. I imagine they'll have some in still. And a glass of milk. We only have oat milk in these parts now. Is he going to like oat milk? Would you like a hot cross? Would you like a stale hot cross bun and some hipster milk? Thank you for the internet. It's very close to Dr. Pepper stream level of giddy. I had a cup of coffee before the stream. I had a cup of coffee at the start of the stream. I've now finished most of my Apple Tango and I'm playing strenuous music. This is a bad combination. Oat milk, never heard of that. It's delicious. Or really, it should be oat juice. Because it's basically like how you squeeze oranges to make orange juice. You squeeze the oats to get the milk out, I think. I think is that how you make it? Do you squeeze the oats? How do you make oat milk? I've made almond milk before. You just put almonds in water, leave them overnight, and then whoosh it up in the blender. Is that how you make oat milk as well? Or do you squeeze the juice? Oat milk's really nice. Oat milk tastes like cream. Oat milk in coffee is better than cow juice in coffee. It is like cream. Really watery porridge is basically oat milk. I mean, you're talking to a man who likes Huel, so yeah. Is there a milk shortage in my area? No, oat milk's better. It's better tasting, and it's better for the lovely old cows who don't have to be constantly injected with cow semen and kept pregnant and lactating so that you can drink them. Kev has to get up early in the morning to milk the oats. Exactly. I like Huel, but Blue Top will always win out over oat milk. I've never liked... Is Blue Top the full fat one? I've never liked that. I've always been a semi-skimmed guy. But now I much prefer oat milk. It's lower calorie than milk as well. And when you're a fuller figured gentleman, you have to consider that kind of thing as well. Oat milk sounds a lot better than oat juice. One of the other YouTubers I watch is a British dairy farmer. He'd be irate at my oat habits. I'm irate at him abusing cows. So we can be irate at each other. Irate's a bit strong. I'd rather he didn't. Right, come on. Huh. So when I say that, do people sub? Hello, the pick. Thank you very much for the 3-month sub. Should we try it again? Come on. No, it only works once apparently. Oh well, it was worth it. We got one sub out of it. That better not be given as a penalty. If that's given as a penalty, I'm going to walk out of this stream because that was not inside the penalty area. I am going to be furious if you come back from that little telly telling me this is a penalty, referee. We are going to have words. I'm going to throw my yellow jacket at you. Referee, be very careful. There you go. Intimidated the referee. It's all mind games. All mind. It was never that close to the penalty area either. But I intimidated that ref there, and I'm very proud of myself for it. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Real Madrid tonight had a bus window smashed. What, by fans or players, or who's smashing bus windows? Pogo Live! Thank you very much for the sub. Was that a direct response to me yelling, come on? Or was it just a coincidence? So I'm now wondering if the come on worked. Maybe it did work. I've just done it twice more, so if it works, we'll know. Took a while, but it was the come on. Hooray! Right, come on, boys. Let's have another goal here, or else it'll prove me right. Mike thinks we shouldn't have changed the system. We all know we should have done. Oh, not Liam Delap. Not like this. He's my boy. Love the YouTube content. Want to show my appreciation for lighting up some dark days. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoy it. Talking of lighting up dark days, if you'd have been here 2 hours ago, I basically had a halo behind me because the sun was setting through the window. I was very illuminated. You've never seen me so illuminated. I look 5 years younger. I should maybe turn up these lamps. It made me look so much younger. Right, come on, let's have an equaliser now. Give it to Tabakaru. Tabakaru. Ah! That wasn't for subs, that was for the players. They're two different ones. It's more of an elongated, come on, when it's time for you to sub. That was a, come on! That's to this lot. Maybe I need to hold up a sign to indicate who I'm yelling at. Come on. I've had too much sugar. I am never going to sleep again. Oh, this isn't good. Someone laced me with Dr. Pepper. I had a granola bar as well after my dinner. I wonder how much sugar was in that. I need to import him to home. I would love to. I wish there was a way to just sneak him in without anyone noticing. Just swap him for Troy Cannon and change their names over and hope no one notices. But I think people would. Yeah, Tabakaru's the new Wonder Kid. He's the Premier League's top scorer and he is a superstar. He's single-handedly going to keep us in the Premier League. Bum, 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 bum. Kick him. Oh, that goalkeeper's got very soft wrists. That's several times this season we've seen him get his hand to the ball and it still squirm into the back of the net. Mike was wrong. I told you we should have changed the system. Mike insisted we'd be fine. Here's your proof. We're not fine. We need to change the system. We're going to get the same message again after this game. And we're going to keep getting it every time we lose forever. So we're going to have to change the system one way or the other. Yes, this is a journeyman save. Tabakari's just had his first poor game for the club as well, so he's coming off. It's all got. We've broken him by staying in this system for too long. We've actually broken the Premier League's top goal scorer, which is not like me at all. When I get a Premier League top scorer, I treasure them. Always. Come on, boys. Come on up. Come up. Come on. I've got time to get back into this. The manship. Let's turn this manship around. Oh, look at this. From the manship. Oh, what a pass. Oh. The manship. Stop coughing, Kev. You've got a cough button. Use it. I know it's over there, but use it. What are you posting links to, Beagles? What's going on? Give me a reason to click that link. That was offside, and it's been given. Oh, the smashed window. Okay. I'm sure he was a mile offside here. Just keep an eye on the man ship, who's going to be the one furthest to the left, I think. That's the man ship there. How is he not offside? There must be someone over here playing him on. Right, now we're going to look at it with the lines. Oh, that's so tight. He was just on, though. We'll allow it. We'll take it. Now let's have an equaliser. See if Kev is a genius after all. The manship looks a lot better on the left, I think. Everything good he's done this season has been from this left-hand side. Perfect timed run and bad position by the ham defender. I like that. The ham defender. That's what people should refer to West Ham players as. Oh. I mean, that guy's literally called Poo. We just conceded a goal to a poo. Maybe, and this is only a maybe, maybe I will bow to the suggestion that we could perhaps use a 4-3-3 in these away games. Maybe. And just have a little bit more defensive stability. We shouldn't be losing 4-1. This is like Manchester United all over again. Mike, don't start with your nonsense about ratings again. If you even indicate that ratings might be relevant to anything, I'm unmodding you. Ratings are nonsense. It's all to do with what we see them doing. We have eyes. We don't need to look at the numbers. Numbers are for losers. I mean, looking at numbers. If there was a way to turn off every number in the game, including in the league table and on the scorecard, I don't want any numbers anywhere. You don't know we've conceded 4 goals because I'm not letting you talk about numbers. Numbers are done. We're finished with them. The only number we'll allow is XG. XG is all that matters. And we lost by XG as well. Right, we are going to do a 4-3-3 for the away games. Obviously not against Burnley in the Carabao Cup, though. Right. Are Burnley in our league? Could we use this as a way to trial it? No, so we should beat them anyway. We could probably still trial a 4-3-3 against them. Right. Maybe we could do a fluid counter-attack. Yeah. I do like fluids. We'll do something like this for this next game. We'll see how we get on. Hydrate! Thing is, if by going more defensive we stop Tabakari from scoring, I'd rather lose games. I'd rather lose games and have him score than win games and him only get like 15 goals this season. I want him to be the top scorer more than I want us to stay in the Premier League, because that'll be fun. I like having top scorers. We're only flirting with this stupid system for a couple of games. just to convince the game into thinking we're taking it seriously. And then we'll go back to just using the Kettering final tactic again for the whole of the second half of the season. That's how we do these things. Right, so. Okay. Yeah, we're going to change this around a little bit. Okay, that should be fine. Except we'd want them the other way around. And do that. Can he even do that though? Yeah, he kind of can. Where's Prieto? Not fit. Okay. Then I guess it's a good game to try this. Let's see how we get on. Playing counter-attack for the Carabao Cup. Yeah, we're just changing the system. We don't care about the Carabao Cup. We care about convincing the game that we can do a different system so we can go back to using our system and not have what just happened to us against West Ham happen to us, because that was unpleasant. Maybe we're really good at counter-attacking. You don't know. We might be really good at it. We're probably not really good at it. Oh! 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 Kev's a genius. I mean, that. Perfect. Exactly what we went into this looking for. Perfect build-up play. All we ever wanted. Oh, Kev's a genius. See? Good counter-attack. Exactly. We won the ball back and immediately scored. That's the definition of counter-attacking. Game plan. Oh, you cretin. Who gives away penalties in this day and age? There's no reason for it. Oh, look, what's he doing? He's strengthened his wrists and celebrated by diving around like a salmon. That was amazing. This music makes me want to get Rock Band out, even though it's not in the garage anymore because I don't have a garage anymore. But get my old Rock Band stuff out and just do a drumming stream, which would probably get copyright strike immediately, wouldn't it? Because I doubt you can play Rock Band on stream. But I'm just gonna get my drumming going. Come on! Drumming. Come on, boys. Let's have another goal. Now we've realised we're good at football and Kev's a genius. Here we go. Just watch you hit the kit with no music. What have we just witnessed? That's a championship player has just done that to us. What's the point of having a defensive midfielder on if it's still possible to concede a goal? This is why I don't care for defending. What's the point of it? If we hadn't have been defending, he wouldn't have got the ball. This is why we should only attack. The ball should only ever be in the opposition's half. That's how you win football matches. Right, come on, let's do a football. Well, that's some nice play. Oh. Oh. That striker's no good. Let's bin him off. Should have scored there. New scapegoat. Come on. Penalty. 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 What? That had FM21 penalty written all over it from the moment he wandered slowly into the penalty area. It's time for bed. Okay. Where's Mummy? Andy's just come to my door and said it's time for bed. We're probably going to need to wrap things up after this match so I can find out where Anna is. Because if he's come all the way down here, that means he can't find her. Just give her a little ring, shall we? And it's gone straight to voicemail. I think Anna's been kidnapped. I'll go and have a look for her in a minute. First of all, we'll win this football match. Oh, dear. Pause the game. We'll wait. I'm going to end it after this stream anyway. After this match anyway. It's not urgent. He doesn't go to bed until 10. So, he's got 5 minutes. I imagine he's found her by now. Just digging up the street. Oh, that was a decent effort, wasn't it? She left me after the last belling. Yeah, she wishes. Oh, she just sent me a message. I'm alive. I shall reply. Andy just came in here. See what she says to that. So she is alive. We don't have to send out a search party at least. The reply was just, I sleep. So I guess she's been asleep. She's a monster. Right. I'm fed up of this defensive trash. Get this out of my football club. We'll have no more of this rubbish. Play real football, you idiots. Who else can we bring on? Should we bring Barack Bakker on? I mean, it's a rhetorical question. We'd absolutely, definitely bring him on. Yeah, obviously really awake if he made it all the way down here. You're a disgrace. Yeah. She's a disgrace. Come on, do a football. Oh, here we go. Here's the winner. No, he's rubbish, that striker. Don't rate him at all. Hey! 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 Happy days. A football has been done. Absolutely a football has been done. Have we made substitutions or what? We have. I thought we brought Bakker on. Did I decide not to in the end? Oh, this goalkeeper is trash. Rob, thank you for the bits. Come on! Oh, no. I thought that was Anna coming back in again. There's definitely still commotion going on outside me in this hallway. Normally they're 2 floors above me at this time of day. I don't know what's going on. Dave's in here with me. I do hope I'm not getting burgled. That'd be terribly inconvenient. We're getting new internet tomorrow. I need things to use it on. Hey, we did a football. A football. I'm good at football. Good at football and very handsome. Amazing stuff. He accidentally saved a penalty, then dived. I'm not giving him any credit for that penalty save. He dived after it hit his hands. Mike, you can say you told me so all you like, but I mean, we have the evidence right here in front of us. I am going to put this in one of Anna's evidence bags later. Tag it up. This is Exhibit A, where it clearly states Mike was wrong. So on that basis, What could you possibly have told me? That could be any mic on that piece of paper. I mean, to be fair, that's for the judge to decide, not you. So we'll leave that in the hands of the law. Thank you. Well done on promotion. We bottled it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you a Sunderland fan. How are you doing? That might be why I'm so giddy tonight. I believe all mics were wrong. I mean, do we need to bring up Mike off of In Mike We Trust? I told you for years to trust Mike, and you lot told me I was wrong. It turns out we got much better when we went back to the normal tactic. So, looks like Kev is a genius for making that change mid-game. Oh, love it when a plan comes together. It was 1-1 when we switched to the 4-2-3-1 with 20 minutes to go. It's now 6-1. I haven't watched many of these streams. Can you recap the save so far? I'll do it very quickly. We're 10 seasons in. We started unemployed. We went to Llanelli in Wales. We won everything. We went to Clyde in Scotland. We won most of the things. And now we're in our second year at Sheffield United. We got promoted to the Premier League last season, and we've just signed a wonder kid. And he's brilliant. It's just brilliant. And we're into the next round of the Carabao Cup, largely because of my tactical genius and the 4 goals from Sergiu Tabakaru, who now has 17 goals in 13 starts in all competitions. 7 in 3 in the Carabao Cup. I mean, Mike, you were wrong about him as well. Probably. Right, let's find somebody to raid. We're going to wrap things up there. I probably need to go and help out Anna the sleep monster with whatever's going on upstairs. So, who have we got we can raid? What the hell is Dupe playing? He was playing that last night as well. Has he lost his copy of Football Manager and he's playing a free alternative? I don't really understand what's going on there. Who shall we raid? Who shall we raid? Have I raided McKinn's before? I'm not sure who McKinn's is. Let's raid them. McKinn. I've lost him. McKinn's FM. McKinn's FM. And then we'll be back here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. internet allowing. So keep an eye on Twitter. If there's no stream tomorrow night, DT. Thanks for watching, folks. Toodle pip.